What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing an Izzet Mill deck, which this one was submitted to us by one of our very own, but that he found the list somewhere else. So I don't know where this list originally came from, but it is super fun. Now I've updated it a little bit because it doesn't seem like it was updated for Zendikar Rising because they didn't have any Valakut Awakenings in there, and that just seems kind of crazy to me, right? It seems like a card you definitely want in an Izzet Mill deck. Anyways, we are going to be playing Teferi Tutelage today. It is a super awesome, super fun card. Every time you draw a card, you're going to have to mill your opponent 2 cards, which is, pretty good in general. Anyways, you get down 2 of these, and every time you draw a card, you're now milling your opponent for 4 cards, and it becomes absolutely ridiculous. Also, we have Teferi's Ageless Insight to boost us for every time we draw cards, essentially, right? So, every time we're going to draw a card, except for the first one, we're going to draw 2. Instead. So Thirst for Meaning is going to draw us 6 cards instead of 3. Opt is going to draw us 2 instead of 1, right? So if we have 2 Tutelage down and 1 Teferi's Ageless Insight, every time we go to draw a card, such as off Opt, instead of drawing 1, we're going to draw 2, and we're going to have 2 Teferi's Tutelage. So off of that, we're going to mill 8 cards for the 1 Opt, right? So you can see how crazy and big and abundant it gets. Now, add all that to the fact that you have so many copies of Frantic Inventory, Cathartic Reunion, Thrill Possibility, all these things that allow you to cycle through your deck. You're hitting your lands for sure. You're hitting your Teferi's Tutelages because you're drawing, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards a turn. The more mana you get, the more you're drawing. So you're getting those down. And then to couple alongside that, you have some of the best removal in red. Blitz of the Thunder-Raptor, 2 mana, instant speed. You deal damage equal to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Now, obviously, things like Cathartic Reunion, Thrill Possibility, they make you discard every time you draw, so you're filling up your graveyard. You're also filling it up with the spell after you use it. It gets up to 10 damage, no problem. And the beautiful thing is it doesn't just destroy it, it exiles it. So it gets rid of it for good. Now, alongside that, we have Ominous Seas, which is, you get a Teferi's Aegis Insight down, you're going to be cranking out Krakens. I popped out 3 Krakens in one turn in one of my games, and that was no problem, So it's really good. 8/8 Krakens. I hear they're a fun way to win in Magic, if you can get down 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, whatever, however many Krakens you can get, right? Swing in with that and go ham. So you have removal. You have big creatures, you have millage, you have tons to draw, and then you got things like Shatterskull and Valakut, which are lands, and they're also flippy-floppy into other effects. Honestly, super fun deck. There are a few rares in it. You don't absolutely need Valakut Awakening, so if you don't have it, don't worry. Same thing with Shatterskull. Storm's Wrath is really, really, really nice. I do recommend you have some sort of board clear that's prevalent, right, if you're going to be playing this deck. But aside from that, the deck's pretty cheap. Teferi's Aegis Insight's a little expensive, but the Tutelage isn't, the Ominous Seas isn't, none of the card draw is, so it's pretty fun. I do recommend you hop into Arena and give it a go if you like Mill, if you like Izzet, if you like spell decks. It's got a little bit of everything for everybody. Anyways, we ended up going 2-1 with it, so it's super fantastic, super fun deck. On into the matches. Click like if you enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you want more content. Hit the bell icon that pops out afterwards because YouTube's a little funky and it needs 2 thumbs up to know that you really want the content. If you're wanting to see us play this stuff live, hop over to Twitch. Down in the description, there's a Discord link. Down beneath every video, there's a join button for YouTube memberships. And that's all the self-sellout stuff that I got for you. So without further ado, we're going to go and hop right into some Magic. DLA369 some STU. Okay. I'm going to keep this in. We have a solid lay of lands, and, with ops like these, can't really say no. So, opponent is playing a Yori and Esper deck, probably. I mean, I guess it could be Orzhov, but more than likely Esper. Oh, not the land, Chance, you silly goose. Do I want another land? I think we'll find plenty along the way, so we'll just draw a card. Hey, Tutelage. That is what we wanted to see. So we're gonna go ahead and Frantic Inventory come their turn. But we want to make sure they have the fear within them, right? Wow, they were actually playing like a 90 card deck. More than that, right? How many cards did you have? Huh. Oh well. See what I mean? We'll hit the lands, no problemo. This is why we scry to the bottom. So let's go ahead and get the tutelage down, right? And we will discard a land, because we got plenty. Took a land off the top for them. Hopefully they're a little mana screwed. We'll see. Golden egg coming down before anything else. Followed by a land, damn it. They should have thrown that scry land first though if they were going to golden egg, so might have gotten the land off of that. Anyways, trying to mill a 90 plus card deck is going to be fun. Super fun. So we can opt and we can thirst for meaning. I think we can still play this down. I don't want a Shatterskull, just the giant killer. I think we save Shatterskull for later, so. Sleeper Dart. Draw a card, target creature doesn't untap. Okay. That's fine. Really happy to not see Doom Foretold. We don't have much that could stop the Doom Foretold from stopping our tutelage, right? Not yet, at least. Not yet. Alright. So we let this go through. We'll draw 3 here. Draw 1 here. Discard 2. We want to keep at least one of the lands. I don't think we need 2 Shatterskulls. So we'll discard a land and a Shatterskull. This is going to be difficult milling them. Alright, and then we opt. Land, no. Thrill possibility, that's alright. Hey, another tutelage. We love to see those. We do love to see the tutelage. So we go tutelage, come their turn, we can Frantic Inventory. What are we discarding here? Half of me says the land, but we definitely want a land drop for the next turn. We don't want to play Shatter as a land. I think we discard the Thrill. Or do we discard the land knowing that we're going to find more land? We'll discard the land. We have plenty of attempts at finding more, so I'm sure we will. We're going to draw 2 off of the inventory. Come next turn, we can also draw 2 off of Thrill or 3 off of Thirst. How many cards do they have left? 59. So we've milled them a decent little bit, right? They're kind of helping us with, you know, the Evolving Wilds and the Golden Eggs. Did they draw off this? They did. So they've been helping us a little bit. Midnight Clock. Oh, that's bad. So we have to mill them in, you know, less turns than what it takes for them to hit that, basically. Alright, so they attack, which means we should just go full-blown mill. We shouldn't worry about killing anything or any kind of destruction. Let's just mill them. There's another Frantic Inventory. That's really good for us. Alright, so we'll mill them 8 more here. It puts them down to what? 49? This is draw 3. Draw 3 is what? 6 per thing, so that's 12. So we could mill them 24 here. Oh right, 26, because that's not too shabby. They're gonna have to really pump out the Midnight Clock in order to keep up with it, right? So what do we do here? Play the land for sure. We're at 6 mana. 6 mana is Thirst. I don't really like that. Play these 2. I definitely want to go ahead and throw this, I think. Ooh, there's our Teferi's Ageless Insight. Now that would be really good if I had something that could follow it up. Maybe I save Thrill for next turn, play Teferi's Ageless Insight next turn. This turn we have 3 mana, or 4 mana, sorry. Don't really want to go for the Storm's Wrath. The 1 point of damage isn't... That's not scary. Do I just get down the Ageless Insight? Prep for next turn. Cycle that for 2. Yeah, let's just go with the Insight. They have 33 cards left, which means we need to draw how many? For every card we draw, we mill 4. They have 32. We need to draw 8. That should be easy. That should be really easy. How many cards do we have left? 34? Oh yeah. So, draw 7. We can draw 3 here. But we draw more than 3, right? Let's see. Yeah, we draw 6 there. Yeah, yes. I will just discard 1. Alright, so I don't know how many procs this is, but I'm sure we're going to get there. So this was a 90 plus card deck. Was that 2 times? That's 24, so we got them down to 4 cards, and we have 3 mana left. Which could just be another Thirst for Meaning, and that's a GG. Holy crap, that's a lot of mill. That's just 2. That's just 2 Tutelage. We didn't even find the other 2. We're only at 50% power. Granted, we do have the Aegis Insight. That does... Maybe we're at like 75% power. I don't know. 66 something. Alright, so that should be the GG there, yeah? Awesome. We won't say it because I feel like that is BM when it wasn't a like hard-fought match. And that wasn't a hard-fought match. If it's hard-fought, I feel like both players should say GG. Scarrick? I don't know, I like your name. Either way, I like your name. We get to go first again. It's not fantastic with the double Fabled Passage. But outside of that, we have some really good stuff. And we can just play one of these Fabled Passages turn 1. No biggie. We'll hit some blue mana. We'll get a Frantic. It is a Lordus Red. Maybe Rakta? Okay, cycling. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So let's not do the dumb thing and pass it all the way back to my turn. Let's go ahead and activate this. Blue. I choose you, blue. Alright, so knowing that it's cycling, they do have some creatures, and we definitely want the Storm's Wrath available if they hit those creatures. We could go Cathartic, discard Frantic, and Thirst, maybe? Frantic is for sure getting discarded. I guess the other, maybe Blitz, because we don't have any, but if I discard these 2, we'll have 2, which means Blitz can act as removal. Okay. We need to focus on... Fuck, how are we going to deal with the Zenith Flare? We can't guarantee that they don't draw one, right? And us milling them is only going to fill up their cycling. So, like, half of us needs to race to get their deck gone. The other half says, don't mill them because you're doomed. Oh, magic. Alright, so we have 2 mana this turn. We can either Frantic or Opt. I think Frantic is better. Of course, we wait for their turn. Why are my cards all out of whack? We also have mana for Blitz. If they decide to play something, we can exile it. Hey, I don't mind seeing that as a mana sink. Take it out really easy. Do I want red mana or blue mana here? I actually think I want blue mana. We do have the Storm's Wrath, but Ageless Insight can get us to more red mana, theoretically. So I'm going to go ahead and opt here. Oh, we really want that, but we really want to land on this turn. So if I take that, I have to Frantic. I have to Sorcery Speed Frantic. I think I have to take it though. Alright, give me a land, give me a land. Fuck. Well, we got another tutelage, so if we could hit our lands, theoretically, we could really get on that mill train with that Ageless Insight. What is this gonna... Okay, this is gonna take like 3 turns just to build up to. I would have preferred if we could have hit a tutelage there just naturally. Like we didn't have to opt into it, right? Because then we could have just played it, drawn into the other tutelage. Okay. So we have a couple options here. We can go ahead and get down to Ominous Seas and opt, look for a land, which honestly I think we need to do. Or we could just get down to tutelage. I need to find that. Yep, there we go. There we go, ladies and gents. We found it. Alright, so now we can Storm's Wrath come time, right? Also, Ominous Seas, fair way for us to win if we can get down that Aegis Insight. We can really get those Kraken. Am I muted? Okay, no. Y'all know I have a bad habit of, you know, muting myself. And then just chatting, chilling and chatting. Thirst for meaning. Not exactly what we really need land. I don't think the game quite understands. So, Storm's Wrath does deal with the immediate problem at hand. And we don't have a great play outside of that, so... We need like 1 more mana so I can start playing tutelage, you know, inventory. I need 2 plays in a turn. I don't need to do this 1-for-1 kind of stuff. If anything, we can maybe squeeze in the Aegis Insight before that Fox gets too big, but honestly, that's very risky. Oh, and they just played a Lourdes too. Yeah, no, we have to just Storm's Wrath this again, right? Man, I need some lands. I'm not going to say no to the Ominous Seas, of course, but like every turn that passes, they're getting closer and closer to Zenith Flare, and we don't have a whole lot of health, so like 2 Zenith Flares, and they're sitting pretty good. They have, what, 6 cycling in their graveyard already? Valakut Awakening. I mean, it is a land, so hallelujah for that, right? Could go Ominous and Frantic here, but since we got a land drop off, I almost want to hit the Aegis Insight, try to go for a Teferi's Tutelage and maybe a Frantic Inventory come next turn. Or maybe Insight, Ominous Seas, Thirst for Meaning. That'll give us 1 Kraken for sure, and the other one pretty well built up, right? Right? I think this may be a Kraken kind of game. We'll see. But I think that might actually be better than going for the tutelage. Like, let's not worry about the mill. Let's not fill up their Zenith Flare, right? Although, they're in Zenith Flare kill range this turn, right? They don't have the mana, but they take us down to 11. If they can cycle 3, takes us down to 8. And they definitely have 8 cards over here, so. Might be GG. Might be GG, honestly. They've ran through almost half their deck. They have 4 copies of Flare for sure. I'll be very surprised to not see it on the next turn. Alright, so there's not much we can do about it. We have to go for the Ominous Seas play, I feel. These creatures are just literally killing us. Literally killing us. Cycling might be our worst enemy here, though. Alright, so Ominous Seas, play you. Good Frantic, hope to find something else. That was good. It was pretty decent, pretty decent. And then we Frantic again. I'll have to discard 2 cards. I can Blitz something, but you know, if they have Zenith, we're dead either way. So we'll in turn, we'll discard the Tutelage and the Epiphany. And then we'll go for Frantic, but I'm fairly sure we're about to be met with the very rough Zenith. Oh, no Zenith. Beautiful. We're still in it, ladies and gents. How many Krakens can we create? I want... Oh, my phone's already going off. Already interrupting us. So there's nothing we can do about that damage, which means realistically, if they just cycle 7 more cards, you know, we're kaputs. But I could have blitzed the Dranith, I suppose, to save a little bit of health. They have so many creatures, though. Oh, this is such a headache. We need Storm's Wrath. We need to cast so many things. So they're going to swing all in here. We're going to Frantic and create as many Krakens as we can possibly manage. Which I think we're going to be short 1. No, we got it. Alright, cool beans. If that's not an army, I don't know what is. Bam. Your creatures never stood a chance. How many cards? We still have 21 left. Alright. Maybe we should have went for the Tutelage, right? Hell, with how many we're drawing. Couldn't have been a terrible play. How many Tutelage, or how much mana do we have? We could play 2 Tutelage here, but are we going to die come their turn? That's the question. We have 3 defenders. I feel like we might actually be able to pull it off. Just maybe? Might have been too late. Let's see. This is going to draw us 2. Yep. Discard Epiphany. Certainly going to have Krakens to defend for days. I play another Tutelage. We don't have... Oh, I do have Storm's Wrath. That's convenient. Wait a minute. No, we only deal with 24. Oh, man. Alright, well, I have to do this, though. Pretty close. Pretty close. Discard 6. Land. Extra copy. Land. We need to save 1 land. Shatterskull. That's enough. Okay. We need to keep the removal just in case. Cathartic is a good draw. Thrill is okay. Thirst is good. And we need the other Tutelage, because if it comes back to our turn, we just might be able to mill them. We'll see. That was a land, and it immediately... Oh my goodness. No way we got this. No freaking Jose. No way, Jose. That's how that was supposed to go. Sorry. I got distracted because I was like, oh, did we hit it? Did they hit it? Beautiful. 2-0 with the Izzet Mill deck. Anyways, Ramon All gonna be our first foe. You know, I don't love it, but again, we got the card draw, and Cathartic is so good at, like, oh, you don't like your starter hand? Let's just restart. We can discard one of the Frantics for sure. Opponent's only showing Izzet. That's a little troublesome. So we're doing this, getting rid of you, and probably the Thrill, right? I want to keep this because it's 2 mana draw, 2 instant speed. That's pretty good. Removal. So, anyways, how was your stream today, man? Hopefully it was pleasant. I know I missed that by a little bit. Ah, no lands. Still no lands. Holy jeez. All right, well, we got to do this sorcery speed then. We need those lands. Fantastic. We have fabled. Beggars can't be choosy, and I'm certainly not going to be in this situation. Now, question is, what do we grab with it? More than likely blue. I know we have 2 Storm's Wraths, but opponent hasn't played a single creature, so We need to focus on drawing cards, and you know, the red mana will come therein after we draw. 3 Storm's Wrath. Somebody either really loves me or really hates me. We are gonna go for the opt here, and we're gonna. All right, bottom. I need a land. So I could thrill here and discard a Storm's Wrath and really look for that land. And honestly, I don't want to miss my land drops. Not with this deck. They're way too important. Holy fuck. All right. They're playing something similar. Something very, very similar. Fuck, how do we miss a land? That 19 cards, we've seen 3 lands. Oh no, not like this. So what do we get rid of here? Opt's probably the weakest thing, but we have so low of mana that, like, honestly, I might need it come next turn. Alright, we get rid of one of the Storm's Wrath. They haven't played a single creature yet. They might not be playing any creatures, in which case, if I discard any of my card draw for a complete useless card, I'm going to be a little salty. They're playing 4 colors. Surely it's not cycling. It's Doom Foretold. Alright, we'll make me discard. I don't mind. We'll resolve it, and we'll hit this. We'll hit them with the Blitz. Oh my god, I was really hoping for a land there. I was like, I don't want to opt in my upkeep, because surely, top 20 will hit a 4th land. Alright, come on. Oh. Oh, magic. It's tap land. Again, can't be too choosy. Nope. If it's not a land, I don't want it. Honestly, at this point, that's just how we gotta be. Can't miss another land drop for sure. So we can go Ageless Insight on our next turn. We're not too compromised as far as damage goes. I can just remove this 2/2 here. I almost want to wait to see if they have a bigger creature to follow it up. Like, I almost just want to take the 2. Because if I kill this little tiny thing, and then they're like, haha, but I also have, yeah. See what I mean? You just want to be sure. And sure, we could turn around and waste our other Blitz on Big Pegasus. I guess we could have Storm's Wrath as well. That's a completely viable play. But we'll save it for another day. We'll get down the Ageless Insight. And this, ladies and gents, is where we just fire off towards the races, right? Get our land drops, get everything we ever wanted in life, because we're just drawing out the ass. Hey, what's up? Say my name. Nice to have you out on this fine day. Also, HGG, thank you for the sub. 4 months. It's crazy to think that I've actually been semi-consistently making content on here for 4 months. So, they got rid of our awesome sauce. Not gonna lie, I'm a little salty about it. If I do this, we'll have to discard Reunion and our other Thirst. I think I am just going to rattle one of these off here. Because we can't do it on their turn because they have the ECD. So. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We need to get something down. They really fucked us there by taking my Teferi's Ageless Insight. Our set. This is such a strange deck from the opponent. It's like 4-color control. But they're going to be bringing Yugen back next turn. We can rest assured on that one, right? Thankfully, Blitz will deal with that. That allows them to look into our hand, though, so that's tricky. This just comes down as a land. So which one do you think they proc first? Probably look into our hand, right? And I think we're all out of Blitz. Yeah, there's all 3 of them there. Maybe we should have saved Shatterskull, because this... Oh, it can deal with the Planeswalkers. Fuck me. I don't think we would have had enough to deal with Yugen. All right, well, we got to pass it back to their turn. We hope that they proc the ECD first, right? Oh, right, but that means that that'll actually go off first. Fuck. All right, so there goes Blitz. Yeah. And they get back Yugen. And then they +1 to the face. This might be where we lose it. +2. Fuck, why not? I always forget how good Yugen is. Oh man, that's so good with ECD. Comes back +2 and then -10 just off the rip. So we're gonna need like a semi-miracle here. All right, let's see what we got available. So Storm's Wrath, another Storm's Wrath. Well, the first Storm's Wrath will do good. The second Storm's Wrath won't kill Yugen though. So maybe no to both, right? We need something a little spicier. Tutelage. I don't know that Tutelage is gonna work, if I'm being honest. We can go for it. We can see. They're at 40, so you know, if we were gonna have a win con, this is probably it. Omen, that's fine. Can they remove Teferi? They can. They can. Just -3 on Yugen, right? Will they -3 on Yugen? It's at 6. Maybe. They might. We'll have to discard the Temple of Epiphany here, as much as I don't want to. Given they know the other card in hand, right? So they know we can't play it. Then they know there's no workaround with it, right? Alright, exile in the graveyard of ours doesn't really affect us. That Yugen's got to go, though. We're down to 8 life, which means 3 more turns, and we're just... Okay, hard cast and Shark Typhoon. Oh. No. No. Alright, well, we got to pass. Because if we hit another land, we want that Cathartic, right? Alright, so we're down to 5. They got Sharks a-coming. Down to 5, and Sharks are a-coming. How many cards do they have? 33. Alright, so... What could we possibly draw that would, like, out us in this situation? Let's see. Let's give it a little scry. A little tappy tap. Another Tutelage. Play it. We have 4 mana left over. Draw 1, discard 1. Storm's Wrath isn't enough. We need... Oh, but they just... I don't think we can get out here. Definitely don't want that. I guess we can keep this just for the sake of... Let's see what we hit, you know what I mean? But I think it's GG. Let's be honest. Another 2. Alright, that's GG. We won't torture him. We could draw max, what is that? 6, and then maybe 12. But yeah, we weren't hitting 30.